Basically, I was ill for the last few days, and it wasn't great. I was very, very ill. Spent the last few days sleeping a lot. Tried to do a bit of artwork, but didn't really do it because I didn't want to spend time on the screen so much, because having a headache and being on the screen is not very good for you. In fact, it makes it worse. So I tried to get as much sleep as I could, and yeah, today I feel a lot better now. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about what has been going on with that situation and how I can solve those problems as an artist myself that's also trying to buy time in doing what I can. So yeah, firstly, I took some rest when it came to doing these things. I also tried to make sure that that I've been getting as much sleep as I could, eating as much as I can, drinking as much as I can, and that's something that you should be doing every day anyway. So with that being said, I basically meant that I need to keep myself hydrated and neutralized and stuff like that, if that's actually a word. So yeah, with those few days, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna self-reflect on what I can do in order to solve those problems. So firstly, I need to make sure that, you know, you get as much sleep, because when you spend so much time in the evening trying to create as much as you can, and then it gets up to like 1 to 2 in the morning. I mean, firstly, you're gonna get used to it if you keep doing it, meaning that you won't get used to sleeping around early, like let's say 10 or 11 in the evening, which most people would go to bed around this time, or like midnight. But with that being said, I mean, I have now starting to need to get into that situation now, because when you spend hours and hours and then spend like 2 to 3 in the morning going to sleep and then waking up at like 7 or 9 or 10 in the morning, it's not good for you. Then also, it's also not good for you that you are spending so much time just sitting down and, you know, not really going for like snacks when you need to, or not going outside. So you need to make sure that go outside, move around a bit more, because the more you sit down and just like write or draw or paint, the more likely you're gonna feel tired, and then you're just gonna feel burnt out. And that's another thing that's so common these days, is feeling burnt out about work and stuff, because you just spend so much time doing so much. And also, with that being said, I mean, some people have skipped lunch before. They've said, you know what, I can pull through and then wait so late, like let's say 3 in the afternoon or 2 in the afternoon for lunch, which honestly, that's around snack kind of time. But the thing is, I think when you feel very hungry, I say just go and have lunch at this point, because when you feel hungry and then you're doing work, you're not going to concentrate pretty well. So I think it's just like making sure that you get as much done in terms of work, but also taking the break that you need when you feel like it, not just burning through and then working so many hours and taking less breaks, because that's not going to do you any good. So yeah, with that being said, I was just like, yo, I think I need to change my ways and do some stuff, and that's what I need to do. And then also, you need to make note of what kind of videos or artwork you want to do for yourself, and schedule that, and then make sure that you kind of sort out what you're really gonna make and gonna edit. I edit through my laptop, so I use my laptop nearly every day. So that's another thing that needs to be done, really. When you're doing laptop edits and stuff like that, sometimes it can be a bit of a drag, especially with, like, you know, the mouse being so different to an actual desktop. But the thing is that you need to make sure that this, like, your space as well on the computer and laptop is got lots of space, because sometimes when you spend longer time on the app or on the software doing like video edits and stuff, then it's just going to burn up your computer, and then next thing you know, you're not going to have space to edit some stuff. And I think that when you come to these situations like that, I think when you need to understand that when you put yourself in that healthy kind of mindset or healthy kind of solution, then I think you're less likely going to get ill from, you know, spending a lot of time sitting down, not eating, not going outside, like all those things. That's what kind of caused this to happen, because I think me not having a lot of sleep and me not going outside as much, not getting vitamin D and all of that stuff, you're more likely to get ill, and that's what I've put myself in. So, you know, it is my fault that I had to go through all of that. But now that that's gone out the way, I've made sure that I got up a bit earlier than usual and kind of do more and more videos now to then make sure that I get the work done. And also I've been having jobs as well that are also to spend more time trying to get as much money as I can, because now I've got like a few jobs that I am working through with TA and delivery. So yeah, with that being said, I was like, yeah, this would sort things out for me, so I won't be so worried about money this and money that, and you know, running out of money as well. So I'm just making sure I stay sensible with that too. And yeah, that's kind of pretty much my solution on how I do things. So with that being said, I did spend a bit more time now with my art. I've been progressing into making graphic novels. I've been continuing on doing that. The Starving Artist is still in progress, so keep that in mind. I also done a couple of t-shirt designs. This is one of my best ones, and I love looking at it. It's amazing. I think I'll give myself a pat on the back for that. But I will be selling it at a market in September, which is another thing that I wanted to say. I'm going to North End Road Market on the 24th of September. So that's what's happening in a couple of months. Making sure that all of this is all worked out, done. Making sure that I got a lot of items to sell. Making sure I've got a lot of cards to sell. All of that stuff is going to be there. I'm really hyped about it, really excited about it. Making sure that, you know, all of that is done and dusted. And yeah, that's how I pretty much trying to solve all my problems to make sure that I meet my expectations and stuff. But yeah, let me know what your solution is to kind of be a successful artist. Do you have any problems you want to solve, or is this video helpful to you? Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, all right, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and yeah, take care guys.